Summer's here. It's hot AF. You want to wear makeup. You have a wedding to go to. It's prom season, whatever the case may be. And you want a look and a base that's going to survive the heat and humidity without creasing, but you still want to look radiant and dewy. This video is for you. So I know we love a dewy finish. We love makeup that lasts. And in the summertime, it can be hard. I'm taking Garnier Micellar Water in with the vitamin C. That was gifted to me by them. I have literally so many versions of this water. I have 4 different versions of it right now. I'm just cleansing off my face of like any oils, dirt, sweat that I have accumulated, especially since I went to the gym. Once that is set, I try to do a multiple step routine. I'm okay with, because my eyeliner is dry, so we're good there. I'm gonna take the MAC Fix Plus before anything and just place it on my skin. I heavily suggest getting one of these from Amazon because these are like perfect for the summer. Once that is set, I take L'Oreal Infallible. People are gonna have mixed opinions on this, but let me tell you, my makeup lasts. I do this prep a lot for brides too. My primer of choice for this summer is the e.l.f. This is SPF 30 and a makeup primer in one. So I'm gonna take a little bit of it because I do also put it down my neck. Bring it under my eyes. You see how it has a sheen to it? So this is gonna help keep a nice dewy finish. You can see that on its own. See that finish? Oh, my favorite. I always save this for summertime. Now that you prepped, we're using a matte foundation. A lot of times I will use, I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand actually, just my Lancome. I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand. That is the shade Snow. MAC Fix Plus on my beauty blender. I'm actually gonna saturate it right now for the base. And then we're gonna start packing it in. Look at that coverage. OMG. What I love about this, I do bring it a little bit up under my eyes. Whatever's left over on the blender. I don't put a ton of the product under there, but it helps to blend everything in. I'm not a huge fan of this foundation, but if prepped correctly, it does do the job. Especially for like a wedding day. This is pretty much like using the Halo Glow on your skin because it has all that in it. It's pretty much like Halo Glow. If you start to feel the sponge get tacky, spritz, 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 this is when it's okay to saturate the sponge because we really, really want this makeup to set. So I even like to take a little extra and start patting where I crease, like under my eyes, just to get everything to set nicely. I love this finish so much. For concealer, I am doing the NYX Bear With Me. But before I put that on, instead of using a color corrector, I'm using my blush to create less steps. So this is the Tarte Man Eater. So we're just going to use it as like a color corrector. And then I'm mixing in a little bit of the concealer with it, just so that everything blends together. I'm going to be adding more blush, but I'm slowly building this up. We want light layers. You could just wet the beauty sponge with water. I do that sometimes too, but I really like how this gives an extra hold while not compromising any kind of radiance. Of course, we're getting to the point where we need to make sure we're setting. And yes, it's adding a lot of layering of products on, but this is what's going to help your makeup to last. So before I even put any powders on, we're going to pat out any creasing under the eyes, in your smile lines, wherever you have creasing. Forehead if you get it. Right now I don't because my hair is all slicked back. Morphe Continuous Mist. This is the normal one, not the peptide one. The peptide one adds more dew, but I want to try to control what I got going on. So, a lot of steps, I know, but I promise you, worth it. Okay, so now from here, what you will do is go ahead and add any of your liquid contours and stuff before we're setting with powder. I'm using a liquid bronzer because I personally don't like contouring with cool tones on me. I feel like I'm so pale already, so I like to use bronzers. The sponge is too dry and it'll start to make your base look more cakey because it'll start to pull up some of that foundation and drag it. Notice how I didn't use any like primer. We just used the e.l.f. That's pretty much the only primer you need. Most of the time I just prime with my moisturizers. I don't even use like makeup primers like that anymore. I will here and there just to kind of test stuff out, but now comes the part where we start to really bring everything together. We have to set with a powder. Patting it on the back of my hand to go under my eyes because we don't want an excessive amount of product under there. I like to look up when I do it sometimes too, especially on this eye because I have a lot of under eye folds there. Then you want to focus. You don't have to tap it out here unless you're extremely dry, but I like to add extra where I'm known to crease. You can very well too carry like a setting spray with you, like the Infallible, a matte one. If you start to notice yourself get oily, just blot. If you don't have oil blot sheets on you, find some toilet paper, separate it if it's not the thin kind, and take one ply and just press where you are oily. After that, you can do a light spritz of setting spray. You want to make sure you're blotting your skin if you're sweating before you reinforce with any powders. So if you start to notice that after you blot you're really shiny, then you can lightly go in with powders and then do a light set mist. Do not put powder on top of a sweaty section in hopes to suck up that powder, or in hopes to suck up that moisture. You will get cakey. You see how we still have that radiance popping through? And we used a matte foundation. This is a matte foundation. So I'm going in with some powdered contour now. And now I'm gonna go in and reinforce with my powders. I couldn't find my ColourPop blush. I really wanted like my strong pink, like my bright pink, and I can't find it. So we're gonna go in with the Alamar one. I do feel like she needs intense blush, not like a soft. She's a princess. Princesses have rosy cheeks. If you ever want to look like you have doll skin, by the way, this is the way to do it. This is how a lot of people do it. You just take a nice highlight powder right here. It's very subtle. It's my skin tone, but it has a sheen to it. And if you place it on the high points where you would normally put highlight, it will give you a glossy finish, like glass. Porcelain doll skin, or the illusion of it. I'm doing a little extra powder today, even though I'm dry, because the way I prepped my base, I added in a lot of moisture. So these lashes are like my new favorite style. They're by Eyelure and they're called Tropic Like It's Hot. I trimmed them a little shorter so that I can make them more, so I can angle them more with my eye. Contrary to belief, glass skin isn't always heavily moisturized skin either. Sometimes it's just layering strategically to create the illusion of highlighted skin. Always. So taking the lash, and because I did a partial wing, I'm gonna take this, angle it more out. So I'm just gonna go in with some L'Oreal Panorama. We're not gonna swipe it all the way through the lashes though. We're just gonna tap pretty much my lashes. Because I put so much powder under my eyes, I'm gonna go in more Fix Plus and just pat underneath there. Do not rub in any way, shape, or form. And also, do not express during this time. This is the base makeup complete. Do we see how flawless that is? How flawless this finish is, the radiance, the dew. We have no settling, no creasing, and I've actually been wearing this already for about 2 hours because now I'm cooking in the kitchen. So you can just see how it's already holding. It's still 95 degrees outside, like 90 degrees, plus me cooking in the kitchen. It's hot in here. So this is like a bulletproof summer base, especially if you live in like a hot area like Florida or like at the desert. bulletproof. I did do one final mist of this too after I completed my whole entire makeup. So I have many layers on, yes, but as you can see, well worth it. If you guys want more content like this to teach you kind of the ways of how to apply certain types of makeup, skin prep, stuff like that, please comment below and let me know, and I can do more versions of this, because I do also do heavy skin prep, heavy skincare to help keep my skin like this and prepare my clients slash brides for their days. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and do all the things so that I can continue creating content that I know you love, and I hope to see you in the next one.